Welcome back out to another one of our standout student interviews. Caleb Burgraff here with Gwen Ramsey, who's a sophomore at Salida High School. And Gwen, first of all, the sophomore year, it's kind of an interesting one because you got that footing for yourself in high school. But how's it been going for you?
It's been going pretty well. I have been working hard in my classes and I've been enjoying it pretty well. Yeah, it's been fun.
That's about all you can ask for is the hard work and having a little bit of success. And when we talk about it, classes are obviously the first thing. You said one of your favorite classes, though, has been doing the Tenderfoot Times. And that's a class, also kind of extracurricular, but talk a little bit about what got you into that class to start with.
I was kind of convinced to do it by some of my friends who were seniors last year, and they've been doing it throughout their high school career. So they encouraged me to do it because I enjoyed writing and talking to people like through interviews. So I just joined my freshman year and went from there.
When you talk about the Tenderfoot Times and being able to interact like that with more than just your class, but kind of being all around the school, has that opened your eyes to kind of the fact that every class is the same and every class is different in their own little ways?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, just like learning from people who are older and like how their experience in high school has been is nice to talk to them. And everyone has opinions, but each year like there's similar ideas on subjects and topics that we write about.
Any stories that you've really been able to sink your teeth into, or anything that you've really enjoyed reading from some of the other ones as the assistant editor?
I enjoy reading and writing stories that have different opinions, like different sides in the school, because it's interesting to interview people who I have different opinions than and just learning about their perspective. I don't know a story that would stand out.
Well, it's definitely been a fun class for you, it sounds like, and a lot more fun to come as you continue through it. But beyond that one, you also said U.S. history is a class that you've enjoyed. Not so much for the subject you said, but for the teaching style. What makes that class interesting to learn in?
Yeah, I really enjoy the teacher, Miss Moore. She lets us talk through with people next to us, which is just a great way to go more in depth in what we're learning versus just taking notes. And so it's nice to be able to have discussions and then come back with the whole class and have discussions. And it makes it an interesting subject to learn about that might usually not be very interesting. And the way she teaches is just really fun.
As a sophomore, has that helped you kind of figure out what you look for in a teacher when you see a class like this one? Not just this one, but a class where you really do have that success in?
Yeah, it does. I definitely have found that I like teachers that you can kind of have a personal connection with, and then also keeps the order of the classroom and keeps students engaged also. You
have a lot of extracurricular stuff that you also take part in. But the biggest one I wanted to talk about was the ski team up in Leadville. There's not a lot of kids here at Salida that make that trip an hour or so up to Leadville to partake in that. What have you gotten out of the ski team? And you've qualified for state, so congratulations on that. But what have you gotten out of that type of an experience?
I really enjoy skiing for Leadville. It's definitely a really big commitment in terms of driving up there and juggling school and stuff like that, but it's a really cool team up there where the whole Chaffey County, like different people from around Chaffey County come together and ski, and it's a lot of fun racing on both the club and the high school team.
We'll wrap it all up with this for you on that subject, and that goes to the individual competition side of things. You like mountain biking and you like the ski team. Those have a team aspect to it, but it's a lot on you when you're out there. What drives you to compete as an individual like that?
Yeah, competing as an individual is really awesome because you're not relying on others for your performance, but then you also are coming together and working as a team to have good results in a race, but the individual makes it like either less stressful or more on yourself to do well.
Let's bring it back here to Salida really quick one more time. Advice that you would pass on. You're a sophomore, you're getting into the back half of your sophomore year, and that means some footing under you. What would you pass on to somebody who might be struggling behind you as a freshman or even an 8th grader coming in to make life easier?
Yeah, I've just focused on my classes a lot, just working hard and making sure I take good notes and I'm organized for all of my classes, and I would just say that's a great way to make sure you're on task and doing well in your classes, but also to have some fun in high school. And like I balance the schoolwork that I do with my sports, which makes it not bearable, but I mean like more interesting, and taking harder classes is a lot easier when you have things to look forward to after school and on the weekends.
Some great advice. Gwen, thank you so much for the advice. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck as you keep going through the sophomore year.
Thank you.